Hey y'all, how's it going? We're back out in the garage, trying to finish up some things with the cart for Grattan in 2 weeks. It's a hot one today. Let me show you the old temperature here. It's you see it's over 100 degrees in the garage. Me, not a drop of sweat, huh? Big Daddy's conditioned for the heat. We're good to go. I just wanted to show you something after we got the seat covered and got the headrest and everything put back on it. I got the Zeus clips and everything on for the chain guard, and I got it back painted and ready to go. We're going to drop it into the cart and realized we had to change the gear yet back from the Mid-Ohio setup to the Grattan setup. So we noticed that there was a little issue with the mounting setup. Here, let me show you real quick. We use metal that we've glassed into the seat that sit on these 3/8 pins that we welded into our seat struts, and then we got hairpin clips that hold the seat in. It's to keep the cart from flexing, so the seat isn't actually a torsion bar like a tubular frame. That's how we like things. That's how we do things. So we actually stole the idea from the Anderson and PVP supercarts. It's a good idea, but one of these holes got kind of slotted out, warbled out of shape from vibration and stuff. So I went ahead and filed the hole round, measured it, and then I went to the hardware store and got, I had an idea of getting an oil light bushing or something. This is plastic. The oil light bushing didn't have a flange quite this wide on it. So I went ahead and I got this, and I also bought a spacer, a steel spacer, just to make sure that, it's going to fit in here. And then we went ahead and fit the seat back in the cart to make sure it was going to work out. The idea was going to work. Then I went ahead and took a spacer, which is just a flat piece of basically round stock with a 3/8 hole in it, and then took it to the drill press here because we don't have a lathe, and we went ahead and put a bolt through it. We used a 5/16 bolt in a 3/8 hole, so we had to get it centered up a bit, and we tightened the nut down. So when we put this up inside the drill press, with the nut on, obviously, this spacer would turn with the bolt, and then you turn the power on and you watch the run out and you kind of adjust it a little bit. I mean, this is what you do when you got to work by hand, right? What we did is we took a hacksaw blade and we went ahead and marked the piece for the width of the flange that we wanted, and then cut in a bit. Not too far because we had to fit that hole, and we took a file that has teeth on the edge. This is not the side; this is the edge, and we used it to start knocking down. Actually, I think what I did is I used the saw blade to put a few cuts in it, and then kind of used the file to machine down in between. Then finished up with something a little thinner and a little finer, and we ended up with what we've got here. I know what you're thinking, oh gee, but that probably took a long time. Actually, it only took about 20 minutes to make this thing, and it fits just really nice. Well, let me put you right up here. Hang on, folks. Watch yourself. That's right, easy. And it fits in here nice and snugly. We use the old drill press like a lathe. We use the brass hammer like a press. And bingo, we got it in there. Bought it the right length, so we got another washer as well at the hardware to fit around that bushing, and now we're flat and we're good to go. So when we drop this thing back in, if the hole for the other pin clip from the other setup, obviously this is thicker than without, we're gonna have to re-drill and all that stuff. But that's it. That's where we're at. The seat looks pretty cool, huh? We got the new covering in it and stuff. It's not orange like the other one, but this will stay. I won't have to clean it. I don't know if it'll stay clean, but it won't show the dirt like the old one, the old orange one did. There's the old chain guard. Same chain guard. It was covered in the black fleece when the seat was orange. We peeled all that off, and there was just some raw glass to it, So we took some polyester. It's not Bondo, but polyester, almost like resin, and filled it all in. Brush it on and let it find its own level, and then sand it down, smooth it out, little primer, little paint. It's chain guard. It's going to get beat up anyway, right? So there you go. We got to get the gear changed. We're going to change the front sprocket and get us ready for Grattan. New battery pack on. We run the pump some more just to make sure things are kosher. Yeah, that's it. We're pretty much ready to go. So we're just out here in the 100-degree heat, conditioning ourselves. Like old Buddy Baker back in the day, right? I was telling John West about this, John? When back in the day, Buddy Baker would, before that Talladega race or that Alabama race in August when it got really hot, to condition himself, he'd run around town for weeks before the race in his station wagon with the windows up and the heat on in 90 or 100-degree weather, trying to condition himself to the heat he was going to feel in the race car. And it obviously worked for him. It sounds stupid, but it obviously worked for him because he had a lot more stamina in the car. He didn't have to make pit stops and swap drivers out and stuff. He was able to run the whole race. So thumbs up to Buddy Baker. God bless him. You know, I'm built like Buddy Baker too. Now that I think about it, but that's it. We're playing around a little bit. Gonna get the cart ready to go. Then we'll get some primer on the boat hatch that we're working up for our buddy to get. We got to get that thing done. We got to get that mold made and done and get that boat stuff out of here. It's been way that project's way too long. Hi to cousin Mike, the boat guy. He's a drywall expert. Fell off his scaffolding and broke some ribs, so he's hurting. We're thinking about you, praying for you, brother. Get out to Granton and watch me go around in circles in misery in the heat. That'll make you feel better. That's it. That's all we got for y'all. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody has a safe trip up to the track. Gonna be a nice weekend. I got a good feeling about the weekend up there. 3 days, counting Thursday, 4 days of relaxing and racing and visiting with friends and eating some good food. Sounds like a good time. So that's it. That's the update from the RPM World Headquarters. Hopefully we get you some film from the track. I hope they don't get too upset with me, but I'm going to put the camera on my helmet anyway because that's what I do. I think it's an absolute bunk rule. Those mounts don't affect the integrity of the shell of the helmet whatsoever. So they can throw me out. I guess I don't care. I've been kicked out of better places than Grattan, that's for sure. But that's it, folks. That's all we got for you. Godspeed. We'll talk to you soon.